two,
Go
one.
ahead and
Right.
introduce, please.
All right, welcome everyone to class 4 of our Christmas story trick adventure. We're working on getting everybody into the class and then we'll start streaming and going live.
Did you put a list of what to bring for today? Go ahead and just start with the list of what to have for today's class.
Yes, in addition to this, though, because we added a piano, so the toy piano or something. What's a good substitute?
Right now, just use like a lid of a container. You're just going to be doing a paw target to an object, and then even a sticky note or something like that. And then I'll just talk you guys through it. I don't have a video for piano, but until I get back home. Questions, Terry?
Hi, sorry. We could do this at the end, but I was just wondering, like, for the performance, is it like we are all doing it at home on Zoom at the same time, or I just don't know how that works. How does that work?
Yeah, we'll go over in a second. We'll go. That's a good point. We'll
Okay, cool.
bring that up. Yeah. All right. So you guys need for today's class, you need a cone or a Christmas tree or anything for your dog to go around. They're going to be wrapping around a ribbon around the tree, helping you decorate today. Ornaments such as like soft plush toys. I have little gingerbread ornaments with strings on them, but like literally anything your dog has no problem putting in their mouth. For the ribbon that goes around the tree, I recommend some kind of a tug toy, like a fleece. Most dogs aren't going to put the regular ribbon unless they've generalized it. At the very beginning, when first teaching this trick, it's better to have some kind of like fleece rope. You can use a long sock, but we just want to get them comfortable with the idea of it. And then as you guys continue to train, we can generalize to a different substance. We're going to be doing a go to your place over by the Christmas tree. So again, some kind of dog bed, a rug, something that your dog identifies as their place to go to. I think, I think that was it, right? Yeah. And as far as like piano goes, I'll send you guys the Amazon links to some of the piano options. I have a real dog piano. It's actually like a little kid's, but I call it a dog. But you can pick up anything from a garage sale, Marshall's, TJ Maxx, or even those ones that are flat. So I'm going to send you some Amazon links of a flat piano, and the dog just presses on it. Or today, use a sticky note or even your hand. So you're just going to have them paw your hand, and then that's how we're going to start teaching that piano trick. All right, so let's go ahead and start with our slide 1. Perfect. So this is class 4. Corey has been sending you guys lots of emails and messages about the first 3 series. Hopefully you've gotten them by now. If you're missing anything or you're just watching this now for the very first time, all 3 of the other videos, classes have been filmed and recorded. You can always watch them a little bit later. Feel free to also send this to friends and family members. This is not just for our students. It's for anyone that has a dog around Christmas time. And you're going to see in today's videos, there are some puppies. So this is suitable for all levels. Like we'll try to help anybody, not just the expert and advanced trick masters. All right. I am Yo. This is Corey. And Corey is, you can just kind of say hello, Corey.
Hello, welcome.
We are
Everyone
your,
had a good holiday. Good Thanksgiving.
yeah. Yeah, the Thanksgiving has gone and passed, went right
Yeah,
into Christmas.
I know. It's a landslide. It's just like sliding
Yeah.
down right into Christmas at this point.
I had my Christmas stuff even before Thanksgiving. I kind of just skipped it. And
Right.
all right, let's go on to the next slide.
All right, so we kind of covered what you need. Here are the dates. Oh, it's not December 5th.
Yeah.
3rd. But here are the dates of the next couple of classes, just so that you have them in your calendar. With that
Okay.
performance coming up on the 17th for our virtual students.
And let's talk a little bit about that. So scene 6 is our class 6. So the Christmas Eve performance is where we're going to ask you guys to do that entire class live. We'll be streaming it. It'll be the Christmas version of it. So we'll ask for real Christmas trees and real ornaments. We'll give you the class way ahead of time. The tricks you've already done. So there's nothing new. It's just a matter of putting think of like training for a ballet show. You've done all the practice. You've done a couple like little shows for your parents, but then like you got to perform live on this one night. So our Christmas Eve performance, you guys will all be on the screen at once like we normally do, but we can piece it out where you only do one trick at a time and then someone else does the next trick. For those that want to do it all, you can do it all. So like Deanie's dog Bella has been doing this for 5 years now, 4 years. 4 years straight of tricks, 365 days, like never takes a break from tricks. So she's most likely going to be able to do the entire performance. There might be some things where we'll say, hey, take a break. But what it'll look like, Terry, is that one dog at a time will come on the screen, or there'll be 2 dogs doing that same thing. We're going to be talking really slow as we narrate through it. We'll narrate and then we'll show the dogs doing those tricks, and then we go back to narrating and we show the dogs doing the tricks. So you'll have all the tricks ahead of time. You'll tell us which tricks you want to do. We'll put them down on our script, and then we'll be highlighting, so we spotlight you for on the screen. This link will be live. You'll be able to share it with everyone ahead of time. The performance on the night, is that the 19th?
Yes, it is the 19th. It still says TBD, but it is the 19th for local friends.
Are those dates right? No, that's not right. Because the 5,
let's see.
Today's the 3rd.
Yes, today's the 3rd. Let me double check.
Oh, well, the dates are a little off there, but that's okay.
It's the 3rd, next week, the 10th.
So Terry, the one that we're going to do with the other dogs, like the Canine Learning Academy dogs, and we'd love for you guys to participate. We're actually going to film it and then put it together in this really cool video. We're going to add the Christmas snow and stuff afterwards, just because then we can get the flow will go, and then we'll have the music added. And then we're going to stream that live about 6 o'clock at night on that Thursday of that same week. We have our Christmas sweater party. I think you haven't got the announcement yet because it didn't go out, but it's that same Thursday. I think it's the 19th. Yes. And we'll have a ugly sweater party. We've got hors d'oeuvres. We've got Christmas drinks. And then I think we're also doing an arts and craft section. We'll have pictures with Santa that day, but we're also going to play our performance. So
busy night.
Yeah, we're going to do it all in one night. Okay, let's go ahead and get started on that next.
That's just us.
Live.
Here's your tricks list. This is what we're going to be working on today.
Take a picture of that, or if we can screenshot that and send that in Messenger.
Yep. And then here is our scene intro.
All right.
So, tonight's lesson is all about the Christmas tree. Bella's job is to help make it as festive as can be. She'll carry the ornaments, wrap the ribbon, and even decorate with her own little touches. So this is where you'll need your small Christmas tree or cone, something like that that's standing and that your dog can wrap around, because that will be our first trick. All right. Here's our first scene. See her go. She uses ribbon to wrap the tree, and now she picks out the ornaments to decorate. Holiday cheer is what Bella really knows how to create. She's showing Santa that she's a helper worthy of the North Pole, even though she feels a bit shy as she draws closer to her goal.
Okay, so as we go through the first trick, wrapping the Christmas tree, I broke it down very slow because I know that this is the one that's going to take quite a bit of time to figure out. What you're going to need is some kind of fleece, sock, as a ribbon that represents your ribbon. And then you also need something that your dog's going to go around. So Steve right there has a really big, long cone. That's awesome. I would not use your real Christmas tree because most likely it'll get knocked over. So use a little tree or a cone or even a broomstick inside of a cone to represent that just long, straight pole. Here are your steps. You're first going to get them to work with the ribbon. They're going to have to take that ribbon in their mouth, and then they're going to have to move around with it. So it's two things together. It's a ribbon hold with a carry, and then they're going to actually move it in a certain direction. This trick is also called the around. So let's break this down real slow for this first trick. Let's go ahead and go to the first slide. So you'll see here in this first video, I am making the ribbon. So I took a piece of fleece material. So here's what it looks like when you get it all going. So it's carrying a ribbon around a cone or tree.
Next.
Next video is how I made it. So I took a piece of material and cut them. I cut pretty long pieces of the ribbon. You want to start with something small, and then as they get good at this, you can attach them together so that it makes a really long rope. The rope will be going around the tree, and you can have them go multiple times. So this is a piece of fleece, which a lot of dogs don't mind. This is actually what we're going to be making on the 19th. We're going to be making toys made out of fleece. And they're called the tuck toys. They're very long ropes that you can attach to refrigerators if you want to teach them to pull or just as a tuck toy. All right, go ahead to the next one. The next thing we're going to do is get the dog to engage in any way. So you're going to take that toy and you're going to, that sock, that ribbon, whatever it is, and you're going to wiggle it in front of their face and anything that they offer you. So whether it's looking at it, putting it in their mouth, touching it with their nose, you're going to mark and reward. After that, you're going to get a little bit more. You're going to ask for a bigger pool. So that's all we're doing is just getting a really good pool. Go ahead and go to the next video. These are all very short videos. Now that you've got a ribbon, a pull from your hand, you're going to want to put the fleece down and have them carry it to you. So we're looking at just them moving around with it in their mouth. We're going to see if we can get a carry. This all happens pretty fast and quick for some dogs. Some dogs it's going to take a lot longer. After you get a carry like we have here, so I'm having him carry it to my hand. Watch this next one. So go ahead and fast forward. Next video is a wrap around the tree. So take the fleece and just ignore it for a second and get your dog to go around the tree. I have one treat in each hand and I'm simply guiding him. So I'm clicking or marking the moment he gets to the 12 o'clock of the tree, and eventually fade out your treats and just use a little hand gesture. So let's play that one more time. This is just your around the cone. I know we're going really fast. So there's the one. So I'm using the same side hand. Use both hands. One to guide them, one to reward them. I'm marking it the moment he gets right in the middle of the tree, and then my other hand pops out. And then notice I can fade out my hands pretty quickly. Now, last video is putting this together. Now we've got the ribbon, and I'm putting the ribbon at the 12 o'clock spot, asking him to get the ribbon and bringing it to me. So that's halfway. I'm just about halfway good with this trick. So there I asked him to hold it, starting with my left hand and bringing it over to my right hand. It takes a lot of finesse and practice. I promise you it does happen, but it does take some repetitions for them to understand not to drop the toy or the thing. All right, let's go ahead and stop the share. Warm up your dogs for about 60 seconds and then go right into tug and wrap. Do them separately. We're going to take a pause and then we're going to have you guys do it again. All right. Let's go ahead and spotlight them, the ones that are working. Good. So after a little warm up, go ahead and play some tug. Terry's bringing out the big guns. Yeah. Great tug right there, Deanie. So you're getting some kind of tug. After you get tug, you're going to put that ribbon down on the ground and have your dog carry it to you. So you're going to use your body gestures, moving forward and back. Open your hand. There you go, Deanie. Beautiful, right to your hand.
Here, go ahead and pick up the object that you want her to grab and kind of play with it like it's like you're going to engage in a game of tug first. So make it really interesting, but yeah, shaking it in front of her, getting her excited to take it. And then as soon as she puts her mouth on it, that's when you're going to treat.
Perfect. And we want
There you
more
go.
excitement here. So less like I'd get off your butt and get into like a moving position. Yeah, because your dog's like, okay, we're calming down and we're going to lay down on our mat.
Sure.
Move your mat out of the way so that really the tug toy is the only thing that the dog really has to engage with. Good. Move it around the ground. Shake it like a squirrel. Beautiful. Good, Deanie. So Deanie's doing around her body first. Okay, Deanie, you're ready to do around a cone. Do you have a cone? Oh, look at you.
She wrapped it. That's a great idea.
That's what's nice about being retired. Yeah, you can like have time to do all these.
Yeah, just thumbs up, she says.
Look at, she's got the rope attached to the tree. Oh, I like this version of this.
Deanie's teaching us some new tricks.
Yeah. Okay, if you've done tug a few times, go ahead and start practicing your wrap around. So this is, if you're watching Deanie, that's the way we did it last year, where she gives it to one hand and then you reward and then you have her go around the back side of the body. Nice job, Steve. Beautiful. Good. I love how you're playing with it. So you're going to need to point to it or cue it. Beautiful, Terry. Wow.
Oh my goodness. She's like, whoa.
Good. Yeah. Again, get up and get moving. Yep. Okay, guys, let's just do 20 seconds. You're going to get another round of this. Don't worry. You just want to like break it up and see where we're at. Beautiful. Deanie wants perfection. All right, give your guys' dogs time out, a little break. Deanie, go ahead. I want to show you guys the next step. So let's take off Terry and Steve. Corey, thank you. Okay, so here's how you can put this together. Just, I want you to know how to do it. Obviously, we're not going to do it on the first day. But Deanie, hold the rope in your left hand. She's got a cone wrapped with a ribbon around it. There you go. Unwind it one more time. There we go. Now, Deanie's going to start with her dog coming around the left. She's going to hand the ribbon off, and then she's going to cue the wrap. Now, timing is really important to this. Watch this. Go ahead, Deanie. So Bella goes around the back. She gives her the rope. She tells her to wrap. She steps forward. Now her right hand is there to grab that ribbon from her. She rewards her. And then watch what Deanie does next. She takes that ribbon, she puts it back in the left hand. So that's that wrap around, and see how the ribbon is going around the Christmas tree. We've got 2 loops there. Take a step forward, Deanie, and do it one more time. There it is. Beautiful. So Bella has decorated the Christmas tree. So that is the skills that you're going to need. Your dogs know how to do it. Try to put that all together. So let's go ahead and give you guys another try. Beautiful job, Deanie. Good job, Bella. We did this last year, so it's kind of cool to see the evolution of it. Bring the toy down. Beautiful, beautiful. Use your other hand, Steve. Yes. So your right hand is going to hand off the ribbon, and then your left hand is going to be there to tell him where to put it. There it is, Steve. Beautiful. But use your right hand first. There it is. Very good. Okay, good. I would reward that. So cute, right, Corey?
I like how Terry's kind of setting down her tug and then sending
Her
dog to get
around.
it and bringing it
Yeah.
around.
The problem with that plant there, it probably sticks out a little wide. So Sophie's probably feeling it a little bit, you know, on her.
You could use like a stool or a chair too.
Yeah, no. I would still use it. She's not afraid of it.
Oh, that's true. Yeah.
And she's not like a male dog who's gonna pee on it.
Lift your leg to it.
Let's water the Christmas tree.
Oh,
Oh, I love this. I definitely want to do what Deanie has there. That's a cute.
yeah. I was gonna ask her maybe at the end of class she can kind of give us a little tutorial how she put it together and attach because I've seen Bella kind of tug on it a couple times too, and it's nice and secure. And
Yeah.
so it's the whole cone, it's not tipping or anything. So I'd
She
like
must
to.
have some kind of block under it.
Yeah.
All right, last 20 seconds. Oh, Steve's trying to get creative there. He's tying the ribbon on the end of the cone. Smart. No. You got this.
He can do it. He can do it.
Yep. Shake
Yes,
it.
yes,
Shake
yes,
it. There it is. Go.
Yeah. That's a good
All
practice.
right, guys. Give your dog the all done cue. Now, this one, I definitely want everyone practicing this one. I'd love to see everyone have their version of it, whether it's a cone decorated. I think, Deanie, you did a great job with that prop. I really, really like it. I have a little tiny Christmas tree, so that is awesome. Good job. All right. Go ahead and share the screen. We're going to move on to the next trick.
Right. So bring an ornament.
All right, bringing ornaments is just a fetch, guys. You can do it with a tennis ball. I actually have tennis ball ornaments on our tree at Canine Learning Academy. So they're ball wrapped around in little saran, some kind of like plastic, I don't know what it's called, wrapping paper, and then it's got a bow on it, and the bow attaches to the tree. So as you guys know, as you guys know, if you're putting together a Christmas tree for a dog, they see colors like blue and yellow, and they don't see all the other colors. So if you want to do something really special, grab some blue and yellow ornaments, and you can have them bring those to you to help you decorate their tree. I don't really need to go through these steps. I think you guys have it. It's just a fetch. So let's just see a fetch with a ball, a toy, an ornament. If you can do this by your Christmas tree, what will happen in the presentation is that your dog will hand you an ornament and then you'll hang it on the tree. So let's see if anyone can give us their version of this. So just kind of fetch to hand. So you're going to want to, on fetch, go towards, after the dog goes after the toy, you want to be right behind them with your hand right under their mouth as soon as they turn around.
Catch.
Toss a treat to get her off the mat, and then put the mat off the floor so she understands she's working. And Deanie, we can't see anything right now.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I don't know if that was intentional, tip it back, or no, just fell over.
Okay, so if you do this by the Christmas tree, Deanie, then the idea is that you would hang the ornament up one by one. The way I did it with Bandit is I had a box of ornaments that were the soft plushy kind, and I put it about 6 feet away, and I had Bandit go and bring me one at a time, and then I hung it up, and then
Very cute.
very good. There it is.
Carrie, try to create some interest in it with her by just kind of presenting it to her, and then try to get her to take it in her mouth, and then reward her for putting it in her mouth. You may have to kind of take this in little steps if she's not the type of dog that likes to put things in her mouth.
She's probably got.
There we go. Perfect. Yep. Have your hand right there. Yes. Beautiful. Treat, treat, treat.
All right. Give them the all done cue.
Nice job. That light bulb turned on for her. She's got it.
She's got it. Okay. Well, we have a couple other fetches. Okay, go ahead and share the screen. Let's go on to the next one.
All right. Our next trick is going to be peekaboo or middle position. Okay, so your goal will be to have your dog stand or sit between your legs facing the same direction as you can kind of see in the photo there.
There's a video on the next slide.
Was there? Okay, perfect.
Okay, so
There it
this
is.
video features a very young puppy. She's not even, I think, 12 weeks old here. And you'll see that I'm using my outside hand. So that's my right hand to guide her. And then my left hand is the reward. I am marking it with a verbal marker as soon as she passes that right heel. Right. And then I pull the treat up once she gets really good at this, and that signals a sit. Gradually, I'm going to fade out that food in the right hand and just use a little hand gesture to get them around. Now, notice that my feet move open after she passes my right heel. This is so the dogs see the feet opening as eventually the cue for middle if you want to. Common cue for this one is peekaboo or middle. Here you'll see also, notice that when I go to reward her with my left hand, that I am at her mouth level. I'm not holding it super high until I've signaled where I want her to go. So it's important here. Otherwise, you don't, most of the time the dogs will go right out of it. So my hand stops her from moving. I pull my hand up to signal a sit, and then I reward her pretty quickly. Now, this puppy picked this up in the first, this is the first lesson with this puppy, and she picked it up pretty quickly. All right. Let's see you guys' middle. You can always make this a little bit cuter, a little bit different, whatever you want to go into a sit or a down, totally up to you. Good. If you've got this on cue, go ahead and cue it. And then you're going to want to generalize this by doing it next to your Christmas tree. Doing it in a different spot. Oh.
Yeah, is it pretty, Miss Bella?
Nice, Terry. Good. Very good. Now let's get Sophia to go just a little bit closer to your body so she's not pulled out so much. What I want you to do is put your left hand right there and pull it up. There you go. Now give it to her, the treat. She's fine. She doesn't have to sit. Yeah, let's get position first. Make sure your legs are open enough where the dog doesn't feel restricted. Very good.
Nice and smooth.
Yeah, that was really smooth. Now put your cue on it, Terry. Middle. Say your cue at the same time. There you go. Offer the treat with your left hand. Remember to keep consistent with the left hand. Next time, say your cue first and then lessen your right hand gesture. Oh, look at that. Okay, pay her. Good job, guys. All right, last 15 seconds here. So cute.
Yes. You can kind of see when she gets it, you know, like
Yeah.
she's excited.
Both of them, Terry and Sophia, they both get it. Nice job over there by the Christmas tree. Again, if you're doing training by your Christmas tree, your dog will no longer look at that tree as something spooky or scary. Instead, it's just another prop in your house, right? They won't mess with it. All right, time to give them the all done cue. We are halfway through class. Great job, guys.
Nice.
And Corey, let's go ahead and pop that next trick up onto the screen.
All right, we're actually moving into scene 2.
Ooh.
Santa comes over to admire Bella's hard work and tells her he loves how beautiful it looks. Bella sits pretty by the tree, which Bella, our Bella, has already kind of accomplished. Bella sits pretty by the tree and offers Santa a sweet kiss right on his cheek. Since she is such a good girl, Bella opens the drawer and puts the extra ribbon away.
Okay.
Yeah.
So
What's that face? Okay, so we'll move into the first trick in this scene, which is our sit pretty, and which we've done a couple of times now.
we'll talk through it anyways. So
yes, you play the video or just talk through it.
go ahead and play the video. It's super short. It's like 40 seconds. So dog goes into a sit, reward the sit. So that's what it looks like when it's done. And that's Pam and Sasha there. You're going to watch how this is Julie and her dog. She barely brings that treat up and over the nose. We're trying to get the weight to come off those 2 front paws, just a little weight shift. You mark and then you reward back in the sit position. Don't hold it up there yet. So first just get that weight to shift, mark, and then reward back down low. Once they get good at that, you're going to do what we call like repetitive food. So you're going to get more duration in that position.
Sorry.
To do that, just hold the food and let them eat it in place while you have it up high. But at the very beginning, mark anytime their weight shifts up, getting a little higher and higher. Don't go so high that they end up in the jumping position. They need to keep those hips down. So watch right here, see her hips are down. This is not a very comfortable position for dogs. So we do need to keep the repetitions very low and the amount of time that they spend in that position very low as well. So let's go ahead and let's practice this trick. Alternative is just a sit, guys. You could just do a sit as well. So for a lot of sit pretty, so Deanie, you're going to want to try to do sit pretty at a distance. That's going to be the more advanced version. And then saying hi. There, that was it, Terry. Perfect. You see her front paws? Good. Yeah. When her paws are in the air, I need you to mark it. Start off with your sit pretty where you want her to be. Before you work distance, first get the behavior happening. It's a little high. That's a little high, Steve. There you go. It's okay if Stash leans on you. Start off with that, and then you can, there. Okay, well, that's cute too. That is really cute. He's got that one down.
Yeah. And Terry, no, right now, kind of like Steve and Stash at paws, she's putting her paws on you. Once she builds up the core strength by doing this over and over again, she'll stop relying on, needing your support to hold her up, so that those core muscles are going to develop with practice here.
Deanie, you got to get the sit pretty first on cue and then add distance. Yeah, I would do duration with sit pretty. There you go. Good girl. Like Bella can hear me.
I know. I do the
Good,
same.
Steve. Let's put this on a cue so that Stash understands what it is you're asking for. I use beg, pray, If you want to keep the paws involved, you can keep the pray or hug is that one right there that you're doing. Those are all versions of the same thing. Nice job, Terry. Good. So then your next goal, not today, keep doing that just like that. That's your pray, is to get her to only put one paw on you. Right? Okay. Nice. Good job, Deanie. There's some duration. Okay, release her. Toss a treat. Do it again. This time, make sure it's on a verbal cue that she understands. Okay, last repetition here. There it is. That was good. Okay. Let's give them the all done cue. So cute. So I think, Deanie, for you is just getting more duration. That's like what I have with Bandit. I have to keep saying the cue. So that's why I have like an ongoing cue. Yeah. All right. What's next?
Kiss is next, and this is similar to when we
You
did
share the screen.
earlier. Yeah, sorry, it's on its way. There we go. With a little bit of a variation, so I'll watch our video.
So Julie right here is holding the fastest way to teach it. Now, if you've got a really rambunctious dog, do not put their mouth by your face. But let's play this again. You'll notice she's got a treat between her thumb and her middle finger, and she's getting the dog to lick. She's marking the moment that her dog licks and then rewards. Eventually, she fades out. The dog, yeah, but she fades out the treat there and just gets that lick to her hand, or even nose target to your hand. It does not have to be a lick. I don't like being licked, so nose target's fine. But any contact with your hand, and then you're going to take that hand and you can just point to your cheek. Now, only if your dog is very gentle. All right, let's see what everyone's version of this. Otherwise, you can keep your hand there and ask for a kiss.
Yeah, and I was gonna say as a variation, I have one dog that does not like to bring her face close to mine, so I just hold my hand out like this, and she will kiss the inside of my hand.
Oh, that's cute.
Yeah. Whereas I have the other dog wants to be kissed directly on the mouth, so they're just as an option. There you go, Deanie. I think for what you're asking for, your timing's going to need to be really sharp because I see her putting her nose on you and then putting her paws up. Yeah, so when she goes in and you get that nose touch, be ready to mark immediately and then take your hand away so she doesn't have, she understands the timing that you're asking for her nose and not her paws. Yes. Yep. Perfect.
30 seconds.
Carrie, I might try getting getting a nose target to your hand and then bringing, like in the video, kind of bringing it up, and then you can eliminate, like just point, so you're making that gesture smaller.
Good job, Steve. That's going to be a cute one. Yes, that was nice, Deanie.
There it is, Terry. Nice job.
That's a cool, cute one. It's a great one for photos too.
Oh yeah.
Okay, let's go ahead and finish up with this one. How many more trick stars? Quite a few, huh?
Yes, we've
Okay.
got a few. So we're
All
gonna have to
right.
go
Give
speedy.
them the all done cue. Have you ever done that one, Terry? Is that a new one for you?
Okay.
Yeah. Okay, cool.
Okay, so our next trick is going to be opening a drawer. This will be the first part of putting away extra ribbon after decorating the tree. Okay, so here is the open.
Um, do I have a video? Is there a video I put in there? Oh
There's a
yeah.
video for open, but we don't have one for putting the ribbon away and closing the drawer.
Yeah, I just kept that one. It's too challenging for a class like this quick.
Okay, so eliminate that one for now.
I did already.
Okay.
All
Whoop.
right.
What the heck? There we go.
Okay, same as you did earlier with your ribbon, right? Your tog rope. You'll see here's the very intro steps of teaching pull. So I have taken the fleece, not I, but whoever this is at the time, wrapped it up and put it in a wad in her hand, and she's only showing a little bit of it. And any engagement, we're marking and rewarding, gradually asking for a bigger pull. Notice Bandit is on a rug, so it's not slippery. He is in standing position, and we're presenting the rope every single time as a brand new rope, right? Now there's 3 knots in here because the goal is the dog can pull all 3 knots. That's the length and the strength that we need. From here, this is what I want you to do all week is I want you to put some ropes on your drawers and start having your dog in position, pull the drawer. Now notice we're holding the door closed because we don't want the door to smack the dog in the face, right? So we're doing little by little, and gradually you'll just point to the rope, and then from there you can say something like open, and they recognize the rope is attached to that. So see how she's presenting it? Also notice, like, however the door opens, that's where you need to stand. So if if the dog was standing on the wrong side, the door would not open. You could do this on a real door. You could do this on a drawer. But the idea for this part of the trick is that the dog opens the drawer and then they go and get the ribbon, tape, and all that stuff, and they put it in the drawer. But for right now, let's just see your dog tug on anything, and then you have all week to practice putting that rope on a drawer, a door. So behind you, Deanie, is a door. I see a door over there. Oh, you have a drawer right there. Okay. All right, give it a try. Just a tug. Another thing you could teach Steve is having Stash go get his leash. You could do it with the leash and eventually put the leash somewhere. Nice. Mark and reward, Deanie. That was good enough. Good. Put the tug behind your back. Very good, Terry. Yeah, very good.
He's so excited about that.
Yeah. There you go. See how much more she's pulling? Nice. What's the next trick after this one?
Speak.
Okay.
So we have our next scene, and then speak will be the first one after that.
Okay. Okay. John, if you're there, can you move the computer so we can see? Okay, it's not there.
Oh, there we go.
That's a perfect cabinet.
Yeah.
It's okay. Toss the treat. There you go.
Nice. Nice job, Jeannie.
20 seconds here. Good, Terry. You're going to want her in a standing position for her to put any leverage on that pull. You want her to open anything.
There.
Nice. Good job. All right, guys. Give them the all done cue. And let's go into our final scene.
I'm not sure, to be honest. If yes, I believe this is our last scene. Okay, scene 3. Now that the tree is done, Bella shouts, jumps, and dances with joy. There's been so much excitement in one day. Oh boy, she weaves her way to her bed for a quick little nap. She lays down and watches the lights glow. What a beautiful sight, wouldn't you know? Tried to get fancy with the rhyming on that one.
Yeah.
Okay. So our
Go
is
ahead.
shout or speak.
Shout, jump, and dance. So you could do all of them, or you can just do one. We're going to talk through the shout really quickly because this is not something that's going to happen overnight. Fastest way to teach shout or speak is to create an environment where your dog does it. So for example, if the doorbell rings and your dog barks, you're like, okay. So you got to think about, when does your dog bark? Because you're going to capture it the moment that they do bark. So first, create the scenario where your dog is going to bark. Have some treats already on you and your clicker. And then observe. So the next step is observe. The moment your dog barks, you're going to click, and then you're going to offer a treat. And then you're going to wait. And you're going to have to create the environment again, whether again, doorbell, something like that. You're going to click, reward. Do that a few times and then stop doing it. Wait for another day. Next time you anticipate that the dog is going to bark, you're going to say your cue, speak, shout, whatever that is. You're going to say your cue right before they bark. And then you're going to click and treat. You're going to repeat that several times over multiple training sessions. And your dog is going to have that aha moment when the words speak and the bark happen at the same time. That's when you know your dog knows it. And then once reliable, you can just say the cue without having to set up someone at the doorbell or whatever it is that you're doing. From there, you can generalize it. So try that on your own. No need to try it in class today because it's not going to happen very fast.
Does anybody have
Does anyone have what?
do they already have speak on cue? Oh, Deanie. Very nice. Do you want to see it? Should we do a quick demo of it?
Sure.
Deanie? Yeah.
You need to turn your audio on, Deanie, and then turn off the screen, Corey. Stop sharing this.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm still sharing. I'm sorry.
She's doing the speak spin, and she's doing the dance, all of it all at once.
She didn't even know.
So she is barking, but it can't hear the audio.
No, that's okay. You can see her.
Yeah, you can see her mouth moving.
Deanie, does she do the spin as part of the speak? Or
So
she
like,
just
speak.
maybe it's a
There you
whisper.
Speak.
It's a whisper. There it is. Good.
Yes, there we
It's
go.
show business. There's a lot of different types. That sometimes you just have to have the dog show their teeth. You can have louder barks. You can have multiple barks. So those are all different types of speaking that you can put on a cue. Great job. All right, let's go into the next two and let's let them put it all together.
Okay, here's jump, boing.
Go ahead.
All right, so we would like your dog to jump straight up in the air, bringing all 4 paws off the ground. So how you're going to do this is take a treat and hold it up above their head, high enough, kind of like you do a sit pretty, but we're not asking. Your dog will be in a stand rather than a sit. And you'll click and treat when their front paws come off the ground. at any, really any height, just like with that sit pretty, we're looking for the paws to come off the ground. And then you're going to continue to do that and rewarding for those higher jumps until they are consistently bringing all 4 feet off the ground. Then you can start to name it so that you are saying your cue. In this case, you might want to say jump, and then bring your treat up above their head. Eventually, you can fade out, bringing the treat up, and just give the verbal cue jump, then reward. Any questions? All right, we'll go ahead and get started. All right, so go ahead and have your dog in a stand, and then bring that treat up above their head. Nice job, Steve. That's a good height. And yep, reward when his paws come up. There you go, Terry. This is a good one for Stash.
Yeah.
He's bouncy. He's a bouncy boy to begin with.
It's a good way to get your dog a little tired too.
Oh, yeah.
I like teaching this to dogs that like to jump anyways. It's kind of like a controlled jump.
It's like I had a dog that always jumped up.
There you go, Terry.
But we taught her this, and we taught her high 10, and it reduced her jumping up on us when we came in the door. And it just was kind of the outlet that she needed to.
Steve, give Stash that. Mark any type of jump first. That was it. Good. And then get more precision in all 4 paws. So any kind of up onto 2 hind legs. Perfect. Now, Deanie, to get that 4 paws off the floor, you're going to have to probably use 2 hands and use a big gesture to get her up. Moving. There it is, Terry. Good. The faster you move, the higher your dogs and the more oomph they're going to do. Go ahead and reward that, Deanie. She's
Yes.
like, copy me.
Yeah, do what I do. Do what I do.
Terry, her paws are coming off the floor, all 4 paws. Oh, look at that flip. I like that.
That's a good one.
She likes the flip. It is not necessary that all 4 paws come off the floor. There it is. Good. You think about the strength it takes, the power it takes for your dogs to actually get into that handstand position.
Yeah, it's an unnatural position. Their bodies aren't.
Ooh, that was good, Steve. So Steve tossed the food and then Stash jumped.
There we go.
Yeah. Oh,
Deanie.
Deanie, that was awesome.
You found what was going to motivate her. Yeah.
Oh my gosh, that's like a world record right there.
Yeah,
she flew.
That's
yeah.
How some things are just more motivating for, some dogs than others. Like treats were not necessarily that motivating for this behavior, but the toy.
I think it's also confusing because Deanie uses that gesture for a lot of other things. So, okay. Hey, we've got only 5 minutes left in class, Corey. So let's move on.
Okay.
I think it's leg weave and place.
We can dance, but we can
let's skip dance.
Yeah. All right. So let me share.
All right. The dogs are going to be tired today. Yeah, all right. Last 2 tricks is a leg weave over to their bed. So leg weave, you're going to put your outside leg out in front, and then you're going to use your hands, either both or one, to gesture your dog to go through. I would, if you've never taught this before, I would put 1 treat in each hand and guide them and reward for every single repetition that you do. Let's go to the next one. And then down by the Christmas tree. So you're going to leg weave 4 times and then ask your dog to lay down over by the tree. So we don't have to go through down. I think we have down on a mat from here. All right, so let's see your version of leg weave.
No. Okay, through. Hey. Through.
We do actually have two more, the piano and selfie, but I think
We'll do that next one. Yeah.
Okay.
It's its own slide. Very good. Now do 2, Terry. 1, step, 2, and then pay. So just load up one hand. Beautiful.
Go. Come on. Through.
It's okay, Steve. Take a deep breath. Now,
I'm down.
outside foot. Yeah. Now use your hand. Bring your hand lower because his nose is down.
Bubba.
he's on the scent. He's on the trail of something.
Yeah, he's like, you dropped a treat over here, I promise you.
I personally find this challenging because I am not very coordinated. So coordinating my arms and legs to do what they're supposed to do and also
That was great, Deanie.
is hard.
You need to go through, please. Thank you.
There we go.
Remember, it's kind of narrow right there, Steve. It's okay. It's okay. It's not a big deal.
Hey, I know you know this, you goofball.
Outside leg, and then bring your hand lower towards his face. Beautiful, Terry. So this is the way I want you to walk around the house all the time. Just leg weave.
It'll be a good workout for you too.
There you go. One more. Sophia's like, Mom, you know all these things that I've been learning at school. That's crazy. All right. All right, Corey, let's go ahead and end class so that we can be on time.
Thank you.
All right, yeah, so you have one scene left.
There you go, Steve.
We will pick back up next time.
Thank you.
Okay, let's go ahead and share the slide on there for homework or practice.
Let me get to it. All right, here's your practice. It does have the piano and selfie down at the bottom. If you kind of know these things already, you can be practicing them at home. But what we did get to is carrying the ribbon to wrap the tree, carrying ornaments, middle, kiss, open drawer. We did not get to the put away ribbon and closed drawer today. Then speak, jump, and dance, leg weave, to the bed, and then down with crossed paws, play piano and selfie.
So the play the piano, I'll drop a couple links on in the messenger group on where you can get a piano, but it can be any instrument, or you can just have them ring a bell, which is it's supposed to be playing an instrument. You can have them ring a bell instead. So it's a paw target to the object. I'll create a little tutorial video once I get back home, and then I'll pop it in messenger, but we'll start off with that scene next week.
Perfect.
All right. We'll send next week. You're going to have the entire scene 6 sent to you ahead of time so you can look at it. We'll then have a meeting ahead of time to kind of go over. You're going to put together which of those tricks you're going to want to be able to perform. Do you not feel like you have to perform them all? Just pick the ones that you want to practice, send them over to us, and then we'll coordinate making sure you're on the screen for those tricks. You'll be wearing Christmas attire, so I'll have a little video on how to get your dog dressed. It could be a bandana or collar. You yourself could be Miss Santa or Mr. Santa, so you can wear a Halloween Christmas hat, reindeer, like whatever you want. You'll see that when my dogs are doing this stuff, I usually put them in costume just to get in the, the act of the holiday.
Right.
Anything else you want to add?
No, I don't think so.
All right.
Forward to that performance. We've been working hard.
So we will see you next week for class next Tuesday, and you'll get a message probably tomorrow morning about what we did today, a copy of this class, and all of the tricks broken down into like a list so you can see